Welcome to Duke Energy's Emergency Simulation Training. In these immersive environments, you will interactively learn best practices for responding to various emergency situations that you may encounter in the workplace. Before we proceed, it is important that you have good understanding of the safety precautions and how to interact with your virtual environment. Ensure that you have sufficient space around you, free of obstructions, furniture, wires, or anything else that may interfere with your ability to move around freely. Remember to always stay within the boundaries of the set Guardian grid. You are in completely digital space. You can freely look in all directions around you. Please take a moment to look around the room. Always familiarize yourself with your surroundings. In the rare occasion you feel disoriented, feel free to carefully remove the headset and the feeling will dissipate. As you may have noticed, the controllers in your hands are tracked and displayed in the environment. You can use your digital hands to pick up nearby objects using the trigger button, or to point at distant objects and make selections. During these various training modules, you will navigate through a series of digitally constructed situations. I will be guiding you along and providing you with emergency preparedness information. As you go through these experiences, you will have the opportunity to make choices. Choices will be presented as objects in the world, for instance, these colored preview actions. First, let's point at the yellow action and select using the trigger button. Now turn around and look behind you. Select the purple exit preview action. Great. Always explore your environment for interactable elements. Find and select the last action to proceed. Good. That's right. Always explore your environment for interactable elements. Do your best to make educated choices given the context of the situation. Using the power of virtual reality, your choices matter. By interacting with your environment, just like the door previously, you will move through the given emergency situation. In addition to action selections, you may have the opportunity to pick up and interact with objects in the simulation. Reach out and hold the trigger button to grab the cartridge. Great. Now insert the cartridge into the console. You are now prepared to enter the available training modules. Remember, Duke Energy puts workforce safety first. It's an event we all hope we will never encounter, but being prepared, being able to react effectively can make all the difference in saving our own life and others. In 2019 in the U.S., there were over 300 incidents of mass shootings. The average workforce violence incident lasts for 5 minutes. Active shooter situations are extremely unpredictable. They evolve quickly, and victims are generally chosen at random. Being aware of your workplace environment, having an exit plan, and taking immediate action can make all the difference by choosing to evacuate, hide and barricade, or even defend yourself as a last resort. Be aware of the direction of the chaos and do everything you can to stay away from it. It is important to act quickly, but ensure that you are moving away from the violence. Keep on looking for a clear and safe escape path. You should always attempt to escape first if given the opportunity. Finding a clear evacuation route is going to be a priority in a life-threatening situation, especially where the hiding option leaves you even partially in plain sight and with an unbarred entrance into the area you are attempting to hide in. Let's go back and try a better course of action in this context. Moving away from the direction of the threat and finding an escape route is the better choice than trying to hide in an open space where you are easily detectable and vulnerable. Exit routes are not safe and you can no longer evacuate the building, you must stay out of sight and find a secure location to hide. In this case, escape is not an option, and your best alternative is to avoid the threat. Well done. Remember, in the event that you cannot escape safely, staying out of sight, away from the threat, and in a secure hiding location is your best option. Running into a wide open space where the threat can see you is extremely dangerous. You want to expose yourself as little as possible. Let's try another route. Good choice. Avoiding line of sight of the shooter is your best option. Well done. Remember, in the event that you cannot escape safely, staying out of sight, away from the threat, and in a secure hiding location is your best option. Try to enter the closest room to you and barricade behind any furniture. Try to find any dangerous item and use it as a weapon. Pick up the fire extinguisher and use it to attack the shooter. Try to stay as still as possible. It is important not to draw any attention towards your hiding place. You made it to safety and completed the training. Now let's do a quick recap of 3 things you can do to make a difference to help ensure your safety in an active shooter scenario. Getting away from the shooter is always the top priority. Leave your belongings behind and, if possible, try to help others escape on your way out of the building. Once you are out, act quickly to prevent others from entering by warning them that there is an active shooter in the building. Call 911 when you are safe. Provide detailed descriptions of the shooter, location, and weapons used. If running is not an option, get out of the shooter's view. When hiding, stay very quiet and silence all electronic devices. Lock and barricade doors, close blinds, and turn off all lights. Try to communicate with the police quietly once you are safe. Don't hide in groups, and if possible, stay in place until law enforcement gives you the all clear. In a situation where running or hiding is not a viable option, be prepared to fight as aggressively as possible against the shooter. If you are near others, encourage them to help you ambush the shooter with any makeshift weapons that can easily be found around the office. Examples of this include chairs and scissors. It's important to keep in mind that no matter which of the 3 strategies you choose, you must keep your hands visible and empty once the police arrive. Acting quickly can make the difference to help ensure your safety in a real active shooter scenario.